there, sports fans, and welcome to a Blood Bowl unboxing. I am your host, TikTok here. Afraid Bob and Jim couldn't make it, so you're stuck with me. As you all know, well, as you should know, last week Blood Bowl came out. We're a little bit late, mainly because everyone has been ill. We all kind of, I don't know. I blame the Nurgle team personally. They gave us something, don't know what. But you don't want to listen to me waffle on? Show you some lovely looking things, give you some prices, and encourage you to go spend money. First up, let's look at the supplements. Let's look at the little extras you can buy to make that game so much better. So, first off, Death Zone Season 1. Presumably the Season 2 will be out relatively soon. Games Workshop are just releasing week after week after week at the moment, so hopefully we'll be getting a second season. Now, I know what you're thinking. Okay, how much is this going to cost me? It's 15 quid. May sound a bit pricey, but it really does add that little bit extra. So in it you've got additional teams, you've got kind of your official rules. I know, you get a rule book in the game. That's only for the teams that are in the box. So that's for your humans and your orcs. If you're wanting to do anything else, like if you buy the Skaven expansion, which I will be showing you in a minute, this is worth getting. And it's a bit thinner than the other ones. I know we're used to rule books that are like this thick for about £20 to £40, but they've only just re-released it. Like I said, I imagine there'll be a second season out within the next 6 months, I would imagine, although don't quote me on that. So let's see what we get in the book. So all new teams, which we know: recruit dwarves, Skaven, Nurgle, and no fewer than 4 different varieties of elf team. Very nice. New star players: rogues gallery of showboaters keen to sell their prodigious skills to your team in exchange for gold pieces, because who doesn't like gold pieces? League rules, very important. Link your matches together and watch your team grow in fame and fortune. A new seasonal league system provides all you need to organise Blood Bowl games for a group and provide yourself a worthy devotee of Nuffle. Obviously, all praise Nuffle, the dice god. And skills, again, very important. Teach your players new and entertaining ways to pummel the foe and win victory on the pitch. After all, that's why you're here. You want to win. Well, presumably killing is a side bonus. It depends. If you're a chaos team, probably not your objective. Coaching staff. Give teams a much needed boost with cheerleaders, assistant coaches, and apothecaries. And exhibition play. Want to really let loose? Who doesn't? Exhibition player lets you create experienced teams or use famous teams, very nice, and pit them against each other in ultimate test of sporting prowess. Can't say no. So, again, you've got your standard fare in there. So, in the front, you've got Jim and Bob, and you've got ideas for painting up. So you've got your Skaven, you've got your orcs, all look very funky. So you've got stats for dark elf teams, high elf teams, your Nurgle teams, optional league rules, that's in there as well. Your Hall of Fame, so it gives you just those little extra bits, bit of knowledge. And in the back you've also got a team guide as well. So there you go. Like I said, 15 quid might seem pricey. We just thought it was worth it. We know we're going to refer to it a lot, so there you go. Boom. Next up, the Skaven team. That's the back of the box. There we go. Again, like, there's one thing that has run across the board is you've just got some really lovely artwork on all the boxes. I mean, I'm normally a fan of the artwork that goes on to kind of your codexes and things like that with 40k, but the Blood Bowl artwork is just, it's that little extra something. So, this is £20. And so you get 12 figures in there, and they are the Skaven Bright Scramblers, obviously. So, in the box, you get your blitzers, your runners, all your standards. You also get some balls, some tokens. As always, you've got your colour guide on the back for if you want to paint up in the standard team colours. If you don't, that's cool. I mean, hell, if you want to make a pink dwarf army, that shit's up to you. We are not here to judge. We're just here to kill each other. Let's see what we got in the box. So, in the box, you have your basics. So, your info sheet is telling you all these lovely things that you can get to make modelling easier. They aren't essential. The glue is really handy. Your assembly guide, telling you which bits go where, because you don't want your arms where your legs are meant to be. And just some basic stats on the back as well. Like I said, if you've got Death Zone, you won't really need that. It might come in handy if, you know, you can't be asked to hook the book out, but psh. Next in the box, transfers. So you've got it in black and white. There are some really cute little transfers on there. So you got like Gutter Runner, and you got these little ratty things up here. Very, very cute. Your bases, big bag of bases. It says 12 figures. One thing about the bases, I have hooked one out of the other game, is all of them have that little hole in. There we go. Which is great, because it means that if you're thorough, I guess, you can pop the ball in that. Hopefully it will help with your agility a bit. Probably not though. And then you've got your sprues. These are really, really detailed. It is in collaboration, most things are, but this was an official with collaboration with Forge World for the whole thing, and it really, really shows. So yeah, you've got Blood Bowl. When it focuses, come on camera. There we are. Kind of your token there, your ball just below it, and if you can see kind of some of the detail on the, like the tails and everything, the detail on these are just beautiful. So that's your 20 quid Skaven box. Next up, dice. These are now really hard to get hold of. We were really lucky to get hold of a set. I know a lot of places sold out. I cannot remember the price. I think they were £10. So anyone who's bought dice from Games Workshop before will recognise this packaging. It's nice, stackable. Normally there's a skull on top. This time you've got the kind of the Blood Bowl logo there, which I think is a nice touch. They do stack with the other boxes. We had them stacked with our wound trackers and everything like that, so they are brilliant for that. The dice themselves, beautiful dice. So you've got several dice. So you have 3 kind of push wound dice, which are really, really nice. You've got the gold inlay on the there we are, the gold inlay on the kind of translucent green. All the symbols are lovely. So you've got 3 of those bad boys, 2 standard D6s. Your 6 is the Blood Bowl, your Blood Bowl logo there, very nice touch. You've got your D16, again, gold on green, a good colour combination, and your good old D8. Oh, didn't need to do it for that one, which I just think is beautiful. So like I said, £10. I'm a bad one when it comes to dice. I love dice. Don't know why, it's just a thing I've got for dice. We own a lot of them, so I was really happy to get hold of those. Now, those are all the extras you can get, so 15 for the Death Zone, 20 for the Skaven, and 10 for the Skaven dice. But that's no good about the actual game. So, this is your game. Nice big box, wouldn't expect anything less. Again, the artwork on this is beautiful. I'll show you the back very quickly. There you go. So, this is when I realised my desk is not big enough to do this. And I'm all out of focus. There we go. I'm back, sports fans. So, I'm going to apologise in advance. I didn't realise before I made this unboxing video that Rafe Paul had been at the box and started making it. So let's start off with the humans. Humans are your blue team. Very nice. Again, same kind of level of detail. I am going to struggle to show this, I think, but you've even got, yeah, you can just about see it. You've even got studs on the bottom of your boots, which is absolutely fantastic. I love the little kind of thought that's gone into these figures. Again though, if you buy a lot of Games Workshop, you don't expect anything less now. The half sprues of the Orc team, which I will show you some made up ones in just a second. Now, you're probably thinking, well, yeah, I like what I'm seeing so far, but how much? Because Games Workshop board games can be pricey. They average between £75 and £110, depending on what you get. This is actually £65. Super, super good value for what you were getting in this box. I was really pleasantly surprised. I was just like, when they announced it and they weren't saying a price, I was just like, this is going to be like £100. Because you're getting 2 teams, you're getting markers, you're getting dice. It's not going to be a cheap game, and then we knew we wanted the extras. As it was, not even close. So pleased with the price, and it really does feel like you're getting a really substantial game for that money. Next up, let's show you a made up orc. Here we go. So that's our little dude there. He is lovely and detailed. I will be posting some pictures. There you go, you got a better picture of the bottom of the boots there. I will be posting some pictures up on my Instagram or my Twitter. The links will be in the box below. Let's get my orc team out of the way. Bam! Go over there, go fight with Skaven. So, we've also got your markers. So you've got your distance markers, kind of your kick-off marker, and that's, I'm just going to say, the detail on it, just trying to look at the camera through this, not best thing. Again, the detail on it is lovely. So you've got all your directions, and each one's got the Blood Bowl logo on it. Not that you can see it. There we go. So you've just got, again, all these lovely little details to go with those. More dice. More dice! Again, you've got your blues for your humans, greens for your orcs. And it's the same as the Skaven dice. So you've got your 2d6s, your 3 kind of hit, push dice, your d8 and your d16 for each team. So you are not going to run out of dice anytime soon. Although anyone who plays a lot of Warhammer knows how heavy a dice game it is. I am not complaining. You've also got your transfers Personally, I don't think these are quite as nice as the Skaven transfers. But you do have some nice elements to them. There we go. There we go. Personally, I probably won't use transfers. I'll probably freehand it, which means it will look a mess. But at least I tried. I tried. That's the important part. Other things that you get is player cards. Well, it's a mix. So you've got a whole host of cards. So you've got your random events. So things like hometown fans. Your team's fans start the match very willing to help their favourite team by throwing the ball to the perfect place for you. Thank you, fans. Miscellaneous mayhem. Kid gloves. One player from the opposing team is subject to a NAF inquiry. The player decides to go easy this game to reduce the chances of unwanted further scrutiny. So, and then you've got your star players, and like on your star players, let's look at the mighty Zug. Again, just really, really yummy artwork on there. They've really thought about it. You've also then got your orc team cards and your human team cards. So cards for everything. Again, really handy. They're really kind of sturdy card stock as well, which means they shouldn't get damaged too easily. Let's put those up there for a second. Something else you get in the box is your rules. Can't do anything without your rules, especially if you don't buy a supplement. So on the back, nice little advertisement for Cabal Vision there, and for Bugman's 6X, which I promise I haven't been at just yet. Everything else that you've got is in there. So again, you've got your team tables, your extra rules. It gives you information on how to play the game, which is fantastic because I know nothing about American football. I'm from the UK. I don't even know anything about our football. So, for me, really, really handy. And it's nice and in depth as well. So you're not just kind of just going, what's happening? You've also got your building guides in the back and painting guides, which I think is really good because normally you have to kind of get your white dwarfs or the actual painting books for a good solid painting guide, but these are actually very, very detailed. Also gives you a little bit about the origins of Blood Bowl. So if you like your lore, if you like your history, or even just want to know a bit more about the game, it is in this book. Fantastic. If you need a condensed version, you do have your rule cards. So you get 2 of them, 1 for each player, and on there you've got your agility tables, your weather tables, blocking, kickoff, injury table and basic skills, as well as sequence of play, movement, blocks, knockdowns and injuries, throwing the ball, re-rolls, and winning the match. After all, that's what we're here to do. Let's put that aside for 2 seconds. But again, really good, hefty card stock. The usual things you get. This, which will probably go on the wall. On the other side, advertisements. Because after all, it's not a sports game without sponsorship. So, we've got in here advertising your Skaven and your Death Zone. We've already covered that. We've also got the app, Dugout app. It's really handy. You download it to your phone, you can upload your players onto there, build your team. You can also use it alongside playing the game to determine weather and things like that. So it really can influence your game nicely. And then your Age of Sigma, which I might be doing an unboxing of soon. I have taken photos for a blog, but I've been super busy and a bit lazy. Haven't done it yet, so I might just record it because I haven't started making it. And just in case you forgot, they actually do make 40k. A little reminder there. You also have some promotional codes. Now, I do have Blood Bowl 2 on Steam. That's probably the most experience I have with Blood Bowl, say watching other people play it out on Twitch and do a fantastic job compared to me. But if you don't, in the box you do get a code for 50% off Blood Bowl 2. But don't worry, if you do have it, like me and Ravepool, there is also code for some free goodies. Now, the free goodies are exclusive items to download. 2 new balls, one of which is a very cute little skeleton faced one, and 1 new jersey for all of the races. Now, they've also just released the Nurgle race in Blood Bowl 2, so if you are playing it, have fun with those guys. Next up, your dugouts. So you've got your human, so you've got your places for all your knockouts, your injuries, anyone waiting to go back on the board. It's all on there. They are double-sided and you do get 2 of them. Other side, you've got your orcs. I love this. I love the artwork. I love the fact that it's almost runic in textile. I just think it's a really nice looking board, and again, super sturdy. So you get 2 of those. But my favourite part is this. Now, bear with me 2 seconds. I need a bit of space for this. Your board. So, I saw from all the pictures the board, and I was just like, is it just going to be kind of a paper sheet that you roll out? Are they going to give you like the new battle mats they've started doing and do the kind of neoprene style? Or are they actually going to give us like a board game board? This is definitely closer to a board game board, and it is massive. So, really nice things about this. Obviously, it's all laid out and ready to go. The edges are lined on this, which means that they are much more resistant against knocks and damages, which when you have so many cats like we do, it's going to happen. We frequently find them running off with things and chewing things. I've got so many books with teeth marked in that this is a bit of a lifesaver. The other really nice thing is the details. So, I'm going to fold that down quickly. On here you can see bits of broken armour. There's also little trapdoors, and on some of them there's even blood spatter. Again, super nice touch. And because you've got to account for both sides, you do have the orc home ground as well. I personally prefer the look of this board, same with the dugout. I think it's got a lot more character to it. You've got all these kind of grooves that are painted on, a lot more blood, so you know this game's going to be good. And the best part, it folds down. It's not pieces that you have to put together, it's all attached. It folds down, super neat, super small. I mean, we've got well over 50 board games, ranging from original Space Hulk to the Friends game, and so we've got a lot of boards. We need a lot of kind of compactability. This gives that, which I think is amazing. So for £65 you are definitely getting your money's worth. Like I said, I would really advise getting the supplements. You are going to find them useful, especially if you play a lot like we will be. If you're a fan of just any kind of sports management games, this is good. If you like your fantasy element, it is even better. So, there we go. Quick review of Blood Bowl. Let me know, I mean, do you guys have Blood Bowl? What are you planning to do with your teams? Are you painting them up yourself? Are you leaving them blank? I mean, that was the other joy of this. You've already got a predetermined kind of a green team, a grey team, and a blue team. You don't have to paint them up if you don't want to, but hell, most of us got into this for the creativity side, or at least I did. So, painting it up's all the fun, and I will be the person with the pink dwarves. Just watch that space. I will be doing some more unboxings. Like I said, I might do Age of Sigmar. We also have Gore Chosen that I need to unbox and show you guys, because that is a really gorgeous board game for £35. and I have signed up to Legends, the 40k Legends, which is their book subscription service in the UK. I apologise if you're in America or rest of the world, it's going to be hard to get hold of that. But if you're in the UK, I will show you what you get. It is really worth it, in my opinion, for the money. So yeah, stay tuned for that. And if you like what you see, subscribe to the channel, would be greatly appreciated. If not, tell me what I can do better. Give me encouragement, give me critique, I don't mind. Until then, happy gaming.